matches coming up into this. But guys, we are really getting into it now because this is the last, the second to last cash out of the day. This is the elimination. We'll get into this cash out match that we're going to see here, and it's going to be Monster Pig, Fake Cows, Glod, and Lights Out. And Jerry, this is
very much dread. Here we go. I couldn't have put it better myself. The best teams remaining and the last elimination cash out of the day. Sort of. We'll get into that detail later. As we have now Monster Pig squaring up against his Fake Cows. The Battle of the Barnyard Animals. And across the rooftop, we see Monster Pig himself hunting for an early pick. He has a plethora of options, and he decides that Kodaft is the one to drop. Now, can they collect? Can they reform around this block and play out the 3 versus 2? More damage being unloaded by the LH1. Certainly going to put them in a good position. Newok collects Glitch Cafe and Dead Plate down for the count as well. That's that 93R going in and doing the cleanup work, but all off the back of Monster Pig's brilliant pick.
That was the first very, very good pick, and on top of that... Oh. Can't really be standing in front of you, cash out, but at least he got the heal that he wanted. On the other side, there's another fight going on. Glod against Lights Out. Lights Out now have lost to the member. Rubinski is the last man standing. He's in a 1v1 against the Light. He's gonna lose said fight. Rose and Yings are gonna be alive. Now Ali is back up on his feet as well, and both cash outs have been plugged by Monster Pig and Glod, the 2 teams who also we have predicted. But look at this. There's one more team coming in. Fake Cows are now switching their opponents and going to Glod.
Yeah, benefiting from an earlier wipe and getting that stagger off. Yinks, though, caught completely out of place and drops down. Dead Plate is committing to the steal while the rest of his team fight the 2 versus 2. There's a good winch coming out there from Glitch Cafe, and he does collect the kill onto Ali. And now it's only one light to deal with. His Yinks has coined back in. They do deal a lot of damage. Yinks would be wise to hold back and wait for a full reset here. He's sitting out in the open with that LH1 just as a cow wanders his way past. He damages him a hell of a lot, but not quite enough. The dome to play around now, the winch to play around too. Yinks punished. Glitch Cafe finds the wipe onto Golod, and that is a huge punish coming out from Fake Cows as they take the box and have already elapsed half of the timer on it.
Oh, but look at on the other side. There's one more fight going on. Lights Out now against Monster Pig, and look at Jörg taking so much damage, and he's gone as well, but same as Person. At least both of these 2 teams have lost one of their members. Both times it was the heavy, so it's only 4 lights fighting against each other. New York is gonna lose his life as well. Rubinski against Monster Pig. The 2 people really leading the team alone in a 1v1. Nobody has rest yet, but there is a coin going on from the side of Monster Pig. And also now a quick little res. So we can see Rubinski is getting Person back up on his feet. Monster Pig has been revived completely back up on their 3-man corner. While from the side of Lights Out, they're really trying, but the time is ticking away, Jerry.
They just do not have time to commit to these reses, and unfortunately for them, it means that the money is going to go the way of Monster Pig. We'll see if they can follow it up with the team wipe as well. Lots of damage coming out, and it is a clean now 2 versus 1 as Monster Pig himself cleans up against Rubinski. Lights Out go dark for the 2nd time in this lobby, losing another team fight. They really need to switch on after that long break coming through from the last place in the lower bracket. They don't have any chances beyond this one to make it into the top 4. Monster Pig look like they're containing all of the momentum that they've carried from their near misses throughout this bracket.
Well, the good thing here, though, we can see from the side of Monster Pig, they've started this cash out quite early. Same as on the other side. So we're not quite staggered out if it comes to that. And here again, Fake Cows and Glod, they do benefit of a staggered cash out if it's really far behind the other one because of those third parties. So if you are Glod or Fake Cows, you're really hoping here that some of these 2 teams do not get that plug early on. But there's the first one, the second one also with that portal now going through, and also cash out C being so close from the looks of it. They're gonna get this plug any second, but there's the winch, and he just missed it. He didn't quite get the plug. Lights Out now bring it in a few seconds later. Not quite staggered enough, but Golod, they're really taking their time to get these kills. Rubinski now the last man standing in a 1v3. They can get this swap and the cash out under their control quite easily.
Yeah, Golod once again spotting an opportunity to third party and executing it perfectly. That has been their modus operandi today. Lights Out gave them the plug and immediately were punished for it by a couple of kills coming in from the purple team. But now Golod have the wrath, the fury of both these teams bearing down upon them. It seems as though only Lights Out have bothered to stick around for this fair 3 versus 3. And honestly, when it comes to this sort of situation, you back Lights Out. That's a great winch coming out from Perzon to open it. And now Yink's going down, leaving Rose the sole light. He's out for the count as well. Ali takes out Perzon, his opposite number, but it's only the heavy up against both the lights of Lights Out, and Donkrage seals the deal there. They can get this steal back in time, most likely. Doesn't seem like they have a third party encroaching, and that's what I mean. As soon as they get a fair fight against a lesser opponent, they're gonna win it. Monster Pig, though, still dominating this lobby. As I say that, Kodaf has opened up some kills on the far side. You can see Rubinski just setting up this defense for now with the C4 and the gas barrel containing it.
But also he wants to keep it as open as possible. There we go. The switch is happening from the side of Fake Cows, and Monster Pig, they're not quite able yet to find that denied. He finds himself in that corner against the goo. Oh no, he cannot get away. Fake Cows, they've trapped it in the corner. Glitch Cafe still standing strong, but they're gonna have to get this steal now. And as you said it, the wipe has happened. The time might just be there. Yeah, beautiful. They get it, and with that, the Fake Cows get themselves all the way to the top of the leaderboard with not even being wiped once. That means they take the lead, and Lights Out also just a few seconds away. There is the steal happening, but there is not enough time. He's trying to steal it yet again, but he has so little time left, and also so little HP. Not enough HP to really survive. Lights Out keep the cash out, and with this Golod, they find themselves at the bottom, and Fake Cows at the top.
That was moments away from devastation for Lights Out, but they do secure that second place for now. Fake Cows running away with it out of nowhere. It feels like they're the only team that have collected both their first 2 boxes. We've been trading blows quite a lot. Golod still the team yet to complete an objective to the end. You can see Monster Pig trying to lay down some damage onto Fake Cows now. And Fake Cows moving that box as far as they can. They do want a plug here just to make sure that they stay ahead in terms of the little money. And then they can maybe avoid a wipe at the very end and stay in a safe first place. They want this block to be split. Oh, but the death right at the last moment. Rubinski gets the plug instead. And that puts Lights Out ahead in terms of cash potential. Newok going for a steal on it immediately, though, on the far side. And it doesn't work. The winch... Vault 6 is moved towards the box.
This is trying to plug this in, but from the looks of it, Monster Pig, I don't want to get this double plug here. They're going to throw it back away yet again, but he just hit that ledge. As for now, it is in the control of Monster Pig. Fake Cows, they're a bit far away. But look at it. They're really trying to make sure that this cash out does not come anywhere near the other side, as it's just being played like a ping pong ball and back with it on the roof. As for right now, Lights Out, they're really are trying their best here to get back up into the game, but they need this cash out to be, or the vault rather, to be going to the other cash out, while the Fake Cows are just waiting for this vault box to be going around the other side. Beautiful gateway towards the other end of the bit, and they're just being stopped every single meter there is.
They don't want this plug because a split objective is the only way that they lose here. This is why Fake Cows are playing on the empty objective B with 45 seconds left still to stall it. Rubinski wins the fight against Glitch Cafe. That could be massive, as now it's a 3 versus 2 between Lights Out and Fake Cows, but the flank comes in from Kodaf to even the score. 2 versus 2 here. We have parity between the two sides, but the plug has gone through for Lights Out. That puts them ahead. On the other side, Monster Pig are being stolen from. Is that by Golod? Yes, it is, but it only puts them in third. The fight between these two sides is still ongoing. Brabinski collects another as only Dead Plate remains, and this is surely a wipe against the Fake Cows. Yes, it is. Puts them still in a second after that wipe loss, but Golod may lose more money here as they get wiped and stolen from. Monster Pig stealing on the far side, and this box is about to be completed. No one is going to steal it. Monster Pig are going to secure themselves at least a second place finish.
There was a little bit of hope for the Galata. If they would have gotten that cash out box, it could have been back into the game to then steal the other one. That was their time to shine. Unfortunately, that just means exactly they're completely out with that second swap. But it all now comes down who's going to be in that top 2. It can be Fakos, it can be also Monster Pig, and it also can be Lights Out. One of these teams is 100% guaranteed, and that is Monster Pig. The rest needs to fight for it, and it's just getting closer every single second that it's taken down, and every single team is also here. The first steal is already trying to be attempted, but they're just walking next to each other, not quite realizing what's going on. Galad is gonna get this one beneath their claws, and they're fighting against Monster Pig on the top floor, but look at Fake House. They're really doing their best to bring this one back, but there's one on their back shooting them constantly. Galad are gonna keep this one under their control, and it's going to be Lights Out keeping it with Monster Pig going to the last 3v3 of stage 2. With that, we have the elimination. Galad are out, and they caused for an upset.
On how that went, and I mean, yeah, look at that. Rubinski with double-digit kills there, 10 and 6. Newok almost on double-digit as well.